Hey, what's up, guys? Midwest Dad Squad is in the house again. We are live. I am your host, David DeBryan. Alongside, I have my tired co-host.
Other way, David.
There you go. It's to the right on mine, but from Kimball, South Dakota. Guys, give it up for Eric Gold.
What up?
And we have our grumpy old man down there in Fort Pierre. Guys, give it up for Drew Life.
I'm watching us on TV.
Are you really?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. It's amazing what you can do in the governor's mansion.
It's kind of crazy how ugly you actually look on TV, Eric.
Yeah, the camera adds 15 pounds.
I can't believe you sell any cars.
Yeah, sold one today.
He had the easiest sell about a week or so ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I said or so.
What? Who'd you sell to?
Sold the mill.
Oh,
dang! Your mustache looks a lot like mine, David.
Come buy one for you?
Pretty much, yeah. David, what's up with your mustache?
Hey, I trimmed it. I had to.
Oh, really? It doesn't even look like it's growing there.
He was looking like he stole a Hellcat and hit a plane. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can't grow a good.
That's so sad. Like you guys. That's so sad.
What,
David?
The whole helicopter plane crash thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying because I can't grow a mustache. Like I know.
Well, nobody cares about your mustache compared to that. There were ice skaters on that plane.
Was there?
Yeah, that's what the team was made up of. Like, I think it was like Olympic like speed skaters, and they were all from the U.S.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
learn something new every day.
Try to, anyways.
Well, some people don't.
Eric, the cool thing is I've only been trying to grow mine for like a month.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yours has been like 24 years.
Mine like stalls. Mine like is like not growing right now. It's kind of weird.
Gotta smack some hair on there. Hair care for men.
No, we're not putting nothing on this thing.
Give some Bosley. He'll grow.
I told my hockey kids, because we come to Sioux Falls this weekend. Don't forget, guys, we come to Sioux Falls this weekend.
Hey, I think he's coming to Sioux Falls this weekend.
I wonder if it was. I thought it was last weekend.
Oh.
I'm gonna buy some mustache wax, and I'm gonna curl these things all the way over, like get them all the way over to stick like this.
Do you want to know what the best mustache wax in town is to buy?
I would love to know that.
It's at Lewis.
I don't have a Lewis here.
I know you'll have to get it in Sioux Falls, and it's only $5. So I would buy a couple of tubes.
I'm not coming to Sioux Falls and buying stuff. I'm already spending enough money. I shop local. Just makes sense.
You just said you were going to buy mustache wax, and now you're like, I'm not buying anything while I'm there.
Not from Sioux Falls.
Why, dude?
What's the best mustache wax? Does it have it at Walmart? Do they have it at Walmart?
No, absolutely not. The only. Yeah.
Will they have it at Walgreens? We got a Walgreens.
No, they don't. Nope. The only place I can find it is at Lewis.
Yep.
Okay, what's the brand?
I don't know what the brand is, but it's got like a green bearded comb in it, or a mustache comb, and it comes in like a foil tube. Yeah, it's like probably the best stuff I've ever used. No, I don't.
Mustache wax. I'm looking it up right now on Walmart.
While you guys are trying to figure that out, so why don't we
talk about it? Is it called Death Grip?
No, it's not called Death Grip. Nope. No, it's not called Death Grip. Comes in an aluminum tube. David, what were you saying?
I said, while you guys try to figure that out, we could talk about what our topics are tonight.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah.
Give us 1 second. We're talking about really important stuff here.
All right.
What is the topic then? What is the topic?
All right. So Our topics are educational shows your kids watch / movie family movies that it doesn't really have to be educational, just in Eric's terms, a rated E for everyone. That's a video game, Eric.
Oh, well,
Movies are
David,
rated E, they're rated G, or like what's the other one? I think it's G for like
girls.
yeah, only for you.
What is it rated?
Parental guidance. I think that's what rated
Yeah,
G.
PG-13.
Yep.
Did you find it, Drew?
No, they don't have. They have stuff at Walmart, but not your stuff.
Yeah, I bought plenty of stuff from Walmart and Hy-Vee, and I can't find anything as good as this stuff. And this stuff is like cheaper and way better. And I've used like thousands of products from
Because you
waxes,
guys are
pomades,
misfit
paste.
people.
Is
No,
it like Dollar Shave Club stuff?
nope, it's not Dollar Shave Club. I'll put it in the group chat after this podcast. David, what do you let your kid watch? What's like a rated or an
Oof.
R-rated movie for a kid or a PG kid, or what do you want to say?
Well, R-rated movie for him would probably be Nightmare Before Christmas. No, one educational show that he watches, which thousands of all three of you that are watching right now probably have heard of it, but Miss Rachel, my kid, absolutely loves that show. It's helped a lot with his development. Not a lot. I don't know if a lot of people know that are listening right now. My kid was diagnosed with autism about 2 months ago, 2-ish months ago, and so Miss Rachel really has helped with like a lot of his development. He's also getting OT and speech therapy and everything else too, but like he's learning.
You got your kid working, getting overtime?
Yeah.
My whole thing is like I think Miss Rachel is like, she's like PG-13, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
because
the main
she's
question,
always
David,
like she's always like put it in, put it in. Yeah,
never seen it. David,
I
just
know.
wondering, is it helping you out too? That's the main
Yes.
question.
I've learned a couple different sentences from that.
I think what's the OG of like kid-friendly learning? What is the OG?
Probably Sesame Street.
I was gonna go with Barney.
Oh God.
I'm there, but what about Teletubbies?
I was just gonna say Teletubbies. Yeah.
Teletubbies too. Yeah.
Oh, how about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
I've never seen that.
Oh, that's pretty good. You should probably watch it. Or how about Pee-wee's Playhouse? That's pretty good too, right?
You're talking with Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not that one. I would say
I was thinking more like Ed, and Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Those
toast.
Educational.
Heck yeah. Little Cartoon Network. That's probably the OG besides Sesame
Rocket
Street.
Power, all that kind of stuff.
Rocket Power was good. Yeah,
Power
absolutely.
great.
Like, wasn't Rocket Power's main character like Otto? Wasn't his name Otto?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Pretty
I just
sure it
remember
was.
them always skating around.
Yeah. How about Simpsons?
Like
I don't know
The
if it's
Simpsons?
really educational.
What's it called?
Isn't it an adult show?
It's called Clubman Mustache Wax.
Oh, I think I have something similar to that kit.
No, you don't, David. You don't even have a
For
damn mustache.
I do.
Does Eli have a mustache?
Yes.
It's for his wife. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She's gonna beat me up next time she sees me.
You're gonna get beat.
Yeah, I know it's called Clubman Mustache Wax.
That sounds like the one that I have for the beard.
Sounds terrible. I'm gonna get something.
No,
else
it's amazing. It's only $5, dude. If you can't afford it, I'll give you my used tube.
Ooh. Now we're talking.
He might even have some of his hairs left over in there.
I'm telling you, this stuff works good, and it's a nice tight roll. No, but back to the cartoon stuff like that. Like, you think about it, of like what you watched, like the years as you progress.
And we see underneath your cabinet.
Yeah. No, someone sent me a snap and my phone vibrated and not went loose. But anyways, back to the old thing. Cartoons, like what did you start watching? Like when you were from, if you remember, like from like 1 year old to 5, what were you watching?
Rugrats for sure.
Oh yeah, you guys are much younger than me.
Hey Arnold. That was older. I was thinking I was
Like, did you guys ever watch Sesame Street? Did you ever watch Barney? What else was
Barney.
that? That's
Barney
Yeah.
for sure.
before we figured out how bad it was.
what was
Yeah.
the other? There's some other stuff that were like, oh, how about the Wiggles?
Yes. Yep. The Wiggles. I can't say
Never heard of it.
How about Gullah Gullah Island? That was on Nickelodeon.
Gullah Gullah Island.
That game is older. Not Gargoyles.
I wasn't 1 and 5, but I was older.
Yeah. No, but and then you think about it, you're like 5 through this, 5 through let's say 12. Like, what were you watching? Like that's where the Hey Arnold and all of that stuff came into place. And like you really didn't learn anything, did you? I mean,
SpongeBob, Fairy Odd Parents.
yeah, absolutely.
We learned how to be assholes watching that stuff.
Jimmy Neutron, baby.
What's that?
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents. I mean,
Fairly Odd
and then
Parents, all that kind of stuff.
like, is that stuff properly? Is it properly the word? Is it adequately the best to learn for your kid? Like, what is it that you draw the
Compared-
line that you're like,
compared-
okay, kid, you sit here and you're gonna watch this and you're gonna learn something.
Compared to the shit that they watch nowadays, no.
Like what? Like
Like-
YouTube?
Yeah, like I don't know what it's on, but like so obviously like I got the luxury of my wife running a daycare at home for like 4 or 5 years. So I would come home during the day, or if I had a day off or whatever and she had daycare, I'd be there. And like they have that, like, I don't know where it's at. I don't know if it's on Netflix, but it's called Number Blocks. And
What
it
is
teaches like it uses blocks, and it's just like a sing-along deal, and it like teaches the kids, like, I mean, it starts off like episode 1's like counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they jump into counting by tens and counting by fives, and 1, 3, 5, and 7 are prime numbers, and 2, 4, 6, 8 are even numbers.
Yep.
They go through all that stuff, and I honestly think my son is like a math whiz. Like, he just loves math, and I don't know if he can just memorize the answers and like we just are replaying the answers and he like remembers them, but that kid knows math like the back of his hand.
Yeah, some of those videos they're insane. Like, and I think they really do help kids. Like that. If anybody says Coco Melon, I'll punch them. I cannot stand that show.
I'm with you. I think Cocomelon sucks and it's annoying, but
It's
I also
so
think
annoying.
it's educational.
What is Coco Melon?
You know what, Eric? After we're done with the show, go to Netflix, type in Cocomelon, and you watch it for 1 hour, and you let me know what you think.
I'm going to bed after this.
Clive.
Okay, you can fall asleep to Cocomelon. You can.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Deal.
Put it on the TV when you're in bed and just listen.
Right.
I mean,
Here.
you're gonna do Cocomelon for an hour
Yeah.
before you fall asleep.
That show. Oh my god.
If you ever do fall asleep from it.
I do fall asleep. I fall asleep easily.
What's
I
that
don't know.
new one? Blippy?
No.
Did your kids watch Blippy or like?
Kennel.
Blippy isn't new. It's been around, but like he stopped for a little bit and then now he came back. And I will not allow my children to watch Blippy.
Yeah, he's a little weirdo.
Yeah, he reminds me a little bit of Eric.
Right here.
Fair.
If Eric put on an orange and blue suit and orange and blue hat, he would be Blippy.
He's like Steve from Blue's Clues. He just up and left, and nobody knows what happened to him.
Yeah.
Right here.
But Blues. Speaking of
Wonder
Blues
where he
Clues,
went.
that was great. That
was
show
great.
was great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the
Eric,
dog on
what-
my lap, and the dog's not like wanting to come up on my lap. He's going crazy.
what educational TV did you watch in black and white when you were a kid?
The Andy
Gunsmoke,
Griffin Show.
Mash show.
MASH. No, mother trucker. We had a colored TV back in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
To be honest,
I
I really think it was Sesame Street. I don't remember like much of like I would say second grade is like the farthest my memory goes back. Like it's not like, oh, I was 3 years old and I was eating frozen hot dogs. No, I just second grade. I don't even remember what I watched back in second grade. It was a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and stuff like that, like the good stuff. You know, you learned a lot from that, or at the time I thought was good. But yeah, you got Sesame Street that is pretty common. I remember my sister watching Barney when she was younger. What else?
Have you ever also thought of like the stuff that our kids watch? So like back in like our day when we were watching like educational stuff, it was us like doing like hands-on learning. And have you ever thought like now it's not like Bob the Builder, right? Bob the Builder was like a thing when we were kids. So now during that time, there was a big boom of everybody wanting to build stuff. You know, they're wanting to be carpenters, they're wanting to be electricians, they're wanting to be this, they're wanting to be that. And now all of a sudden we can't find any.
No.
Like they're like nowhere to be found because I think it's like, I mean, it's what these kids watch on TV. It's like, hey, you got to go to school. You got to have a desk job. You got to make all this money. You got to do this. You got to do that.
Whoa. Let's back up there. What's wrong with the desk job?
There's nothing wrong with a desk job. I'm just saying, like, I think the world and TV is personifying that you gotta understand that it takes all kinds to make this world go around. Like, could you imagine, like, if all of a sudden we just, for my instance, we just ran out of carpenters, right? Nobody's building houses. Boom, done.
Yeah, we got robots to do that.
Real, like literally, we do.
Yeah. David was getting offended when you said desk jobs are for
no,
weird
I
people.
wasn't.
I didn't say it's for weird people. I just said that's what everybody's going to nowadays because.
Well, it's.
I don't want to say it that it's easy. Like I was outside all day today and it was -20. Like, I mean, it was cold.
I was just going to say that. Like, who does not want to work? Like, I want to work the least amount as possible, but get paid the most amount as possible. I mean, like, that's this entire world. So
you should start an OnlyFans.
I would have to pay people to subscribe. That would be a negative, and that would be the first account to ever go negative.
You and Mel can start one together, and you'd probably be okay.
Maybe. I would have to be the master stranger.
You might be able to just pull out a
offset my negativity.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's just, I mean, it's you're right, Drew. It's what people watch on TV. It's not what it used to be. This whole world is not what it used to be. So what they put on TV is, I blame everything on like bad technology. I mean, if everybody grew up watching Sesame Street and like Saturday morning cartoons, this whole world would be a way different place.
Yeah.
The structure of life in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, it was all about Saturday morning cartoons.
Yep.
I'm just saying. If you didn't watch Saturday morning cartoons, eat cereal, cold cereal, not oatmeal.
I remember when I was a kid, so my godfather owned a restaurant in Huron, and
was it a pizza place?
Nope. It was called the Tailgate.
Gotcha. I thought it was Godfather's Pizza.
Nope. The Godfather's is still going. But anyways, he owned the Tailgate there, and it was like a steak restaurant, steakhouse kind of thing. And every Saturday morning, me and Dad would go to the Tailgate. My dad would help my godfather with his books, going through checks and all that kind of stuff. He just kind of helped him out here and there. Well, every week, every Saturday. And I would go up, and it was before anybody was open. Like it was like 9 a.m, right? Before opening starts at like 11. And I would go up, I'd get a chocolate milk in the box carton, and I would take one of the paper placemats that they have, flip it over, and I'd draw, and I'd watch cartoons on the TV. That was my Saturday morning, every morning when I was a kid, and I lived the life.
That was the life. Excuse me. But yeah, it just, I mean, what do you consider educational from when we were, well, I can't even say we because we're in a whole different generation. Like I'm probably 5, 6 years older than both of you guys, maybe 8, 9 years older than both of you. So what I was watching as a kid, actually what I
Are
was
you
watching as a
40?
teenager, what? What I
He's
watched as a
30.
teenager, I'm
He's
38.
38.
Are you 40?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, you
Anyways,
are
what I
8 years
watched as
older
a
than me.
teenager, you guys were watching is in diapers.
That means that
Like,
you're almost 10 years older than David.
I know.
He's
And I
7
still look
years older than me.
this good. But like what is educational? What's educational for me? What I'm gonna let my daughters watch and what's educational for what David lets his son watch. I mean, it's totally two different things. Not because of the age, but it's what triggers their brains. Like, does your kid want to do this, and that? So you only focus on this or only focus on that. I don't know. I think the
Well,
best parenting is just let the kid do its own thing. You don't have to parent. Just cut them loose.
go ahead.
Just cut the umbilical cord 11 years ago. You're a
You're on
free
your own,
girl.
bud. No, I think one thing like an educational show that's one thing that's cool is that educational show that was around like when we were kids and Eric when you were younger, but it's still super popular today is Elmo. Like
Yes.
it's still super popular. Like and it was super popular back when we were little and it's still popular today. It's like holy crap. This show has been going for literally ever.
It has. Well, and originally did not Elmo start with Sesame Street?
Yep.
So add another 6 years onto that, 10 years onto that, David, don't you still sleep with the Tickle Me Elmo doll?
Shh. Don't be telling our secrets.
It's crazy. And then what you watch is adult education, like totally different. So different. You guys ever watch How It's Made on Discovery Channel?
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode?
Oh God, I don't even know.
You gotta have one episode of How It's Made. Like, what's one thing you use on a daily basis that you
God.
could Google and you'd be like, dang, that's pretty cool.
I think I watched one time like on how a bowling ball was made, but I don't remember. It was just really interesting.
Yeah. Drew, what about you?
Never
what is
seen
one?
the show.
Oh my goodness. Do you guys only have rabbit ears out there in Pier? you guys don't even have Wi-Fi? You just turn on, you got 3 channels?
My television watching is consisted of sports, and that's about it.
Wow, that's why you're not all that
I do
smart.
love a good history show, and like Pawn Shop. Like I like watching Pawn Shop. That was a good show. Criminal Minds, all that kind of stuff.
Pawn Shop. What Pawn Shop show? There's like 4 of them.
The one from Vegas with Chumley.
Oh, you kind of remind me of Chumley. Pawn Stars.
Oh,
Pawn Stars. Yep.
Yeah, Pawn Stars. That's my show. I like watching.
Yeah. Yeah, all that stuff. Criminal Minds. It's like, this is how you can get away with murder. Don't do this, or that.
Drink them to the front porch.
That's like I started watching. I started watching the new OJ documentary that came out like in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And my wife came home from working at the bowling alley, and she walked in. She goes, do I need to be? And I'm like, no. Like I'm just watching it. Like we all know who stabbed OJ's wife and his and her boyfriend. Like we all know who did it.
Does Eric know?
No, who did it? It wasn't OJ.
Well, the whole thing is Eric was a teenager when this happened. We were kids. So
actually I think I was in 5th grade, so I was probably 10 or 11 years old. 11 years old, I bet.
So I was
not alive.
3.
You are not 36, David.
3.
So this was how many years ago? Somebody that's got a phone that and a computer, you should Google it. When was the OJ trial stuff going on? I think it was like
It was
1995.
it was in the late 90s. It was in the late 90s or mid to late 90s. Yeah.
I think it was like 95, 96, wasn't it?
Hold on.
I'm just
Yeah.
guessing.
It was 90,
There you go, look at
95 was.
Heck yeah.
I think 95 was when it started, right, David?
I wasn't even born yet.
You weren't?
In
No.
95?
You were born in 94, weren't you?
I was in 94, yeah.
I was in 93. Yeah. So I was 2 years old.
No,
Yep,
you were
that was
close.
one.
Almost.
I
2,
remember
yeah.
it was the murder happened like a few weeks before I was born.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
actual-
remember. Like,
the murder was in September of 94.
Drew's first word was actually OJ.
It was he did it.
He did it.
yes,
Those were my
the
first
snack
words.
cupboard is getting filled.
Did it.
Bomb pops, baby.
Eric, what about that 75 hard, dude?
Oh, I thought Eric, I thought those are what you sat on at night.
Hey, these are popsicles, so they're hard, and they're 1.75 ounces. So yes, 75 hard.
Boom.
Boom. That's right. You just learned something today. Oh, what else? What else do you guys watch that's educational?
Watch my
What is
coworkers.
something? Huh? Your coworkers?
I watch my coworkers. That's educational. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've been like a DIYer, like kind of doing like carpentry stuff here and there, like my whole life, right? But like when you do it for a living, you got to learn. And I have the pleasure of learning from a few of what I think are some of the best carpenters I have. Like I don't work with them right now, but I have watched them the last few years, and then now I work with a couple of them that are really good now. And it's
I've had these before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
watching that is educational to me.
Yeah, super, super educational. Like, oh, I don't want to turn out like that. I'm not going to do that. No, I get it. You
Right.
learn every single day of your life, unless you're David.
I learn from my coworkers every single day. I wouldn't know shit without their help.
David, do you
I
ever
can't
learn from
believe-
your
I
mistakes?
can't believe you learned from Eli, because I mean, isn't that you work at home, so he's your coworker?
Work at home? Absolutely not.
He learns from the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. We try to get rid of him again. There was supposed to be a person
both-
to come and pick him up.
They both
backed out.
squat when they pee.
It's for better accuracy, Drew.
David, do you get to do a new hairstyle?
I'm
Oh,
just gonna get
no.
my haircut eventually. Since
Yeah,
Eric's not gonna give me a new putter.
Unfortunately, that was shot down as quick as I came up with that idea last week.
I called him and he's like, "Yeah." She said immediately no.
Oh, yeah. Not only did she say no, but she said hell no.
Well, at least we know who wears the pants in Eric's relationship.
You know what I was going to do? I was going to put a Cool Whip bowl on the top of his head and just cut around it.
You should,
I
and then etch
do it.
Cool Whip into the head.
Yes.
I really could have seen him doing something crazy like that.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Who wears the pants in the relationship? It's Lucy. She steals his pants.
Yeah. Probably the same people that wear their pants in your relationship, David. The kid.
Yeah.
Because I bet you right now, if your kid come down and said, "Dad, I want this," and you would like, "Okay, guys, hold on. I'm going to go take care of this real quick."
Well, that would be amazing. And obviously, I'd probably have to leave for a minute because I'd be so amazed that my kid actually told me that.
Well, I'm just saying. If Karen came down and said, "David, get up here and clean up your mess," and then you'd be like, "Okay, guys, we got to put this podcast on pause."
No. I'd be
Me?
like, "Look, you're going to wait till the end of my show, lady."
No, that's what I would say, and that's what would happen.
You guys talk a big game.
Drew, I bet your wife just snaps your finger and then you just come running. You learned your lesson one too many times.
Yeah, you know what they say. What you know what a husband what you call a husband or what how does it go?
I don't know because you're telling us.
Um
Did you have a David there for a second? A brain fart?
you know what to tell a husband with two black eyes? I
What?
did. You know what you tell a husband with two black eyes, right?
No, what?
Nothing. He's already been told twice.
Hey, that was not supposed to be dad jokes yet.
That wasn't a dad joke.
Kinda.
That's not a dad joke.
Kinda.
That's a wife beats me joke, and she doesn't. I feel safe at home, guys. Don't worry, I'm safe here. Okay.
Well, what's the sign in the background that says "Please send help"?
Well, the good thing is, Drew,
No,
you
it's
can.
just us.
The
That's
good
us.
thing is your house is so big, Drew, that you can run away from her all over the place.
You guys ever play hide and seek in the house?
I bet nobody ever finds you.
Oh, I bet not.
You gotta go up the elevator,
I could-
up 4 different flights of stairs.
You got to remember, being from the Midwest and actually being not a city slicker like you two, I could probably disappear and nobody be able to find me ever again.
I don't think anybody would really care if you were gone.
No, that's mean. No, that's mean.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would
Sorry,
never
Drew.
get made fun of again.
So, the second part of this episode is family movies that you can actually appropriately sit down and watch as a family, where you're not worried about like F this, F that, and beep, beep, beep. It's like they're backing up a semi truck, you know? Something you can sit down and watch with the kids and be happy that like you guys could laugh.
Home Alone.
Well, that's borderline, David.
Anything Will Ferrell makes,
Yeah.
No, I disagree on that.
you can't.
Yes, I can.
It's an opinion. You can't disagree on an opinion.
No, I'll put you to shame right now. I watched a Will Ferrell movie last night. I couldn't believe how much potty mouths were in there. Holy cow.
That doesn't mean that you can't watch it with your kids.
Well, it has to be appropriate for the kids. Like,
Elf.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like, you don't swear on your kid. You never have, never will.
never have, never will. My
Yeah.
kid swears around me, but
Yeah.
I'll never.
Where did she get that educational video to learn those words?
I got a couple guys I do a podcast with that she's read the text messaging.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. I mean, no,
maybe from
obviously.
my fiance or something.
Yeah.
Aunts, uncles.
What was
It's
that you told
probably
me
her.
earlier about Lucy wearing your pants? And what did you say that you were going to do to her?
Oh, she was wearing my pajama pants to bed. I was like, no, kid, don't do that.
But what
That's
were the
really
exact
rude.
words?
I need those for me.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing my robe.
You kind of
Oh,
look like Uncle Eddie with that robe on.
Yeah, this has got a hood too, so I can disappear.
Just full Clark.
Oh, what is a good family movie that you guys could sit down, pop a popcorn, put some peanut M&Ms in there, and just sit down and enjoy?
I don't enjoy the ending of the movie, but I enjoy all the movie. But Marley and Me, like that movie makes me cry in a
so
bit.
sad.
But like, it's a family movie. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
I think Air Bud's good. Which one though? There's like 3 or 4 of them.
the first
there's
one.
6 of them.
Yeah,
The
I
first
think
one and
anything
the football.
Pixar animation.
Yeah, you can
I
go
love
to
it in
Toy
Pixar.
Story, all the Toy Stories like Shrek, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
What else?
Racing.
Migration, Moana.
Yeah. Oh, Frozen. I mean,
Moana
you can
is
go
good.
on. I can go on and on with these movies. I mean, honestly,
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.'s all right. I don't really care for that one.
Why not?
Always watching you, Mike Wazowski. Always watching.
The storyline is like blah to me.
Well, how about It's supposed to be like.
But
there's-
I like the kids movies, like the family kids movies that give out adult jokes that the kids don't get. Like that's the point of like those cartoon movies, right?
Migration has a couple of those.
I have not seen Migration yet. My two older kids went to it with my mom and dad with their grandparents and they loved it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. So when you're watching a movie, subtitles or no subtitles?
No.
I don't like
Absolutely freaking not.
David, we know you can't read, so subtitles are a no for you too, huh?
They're not an Arab, so he doesn't understand it.
I love in the movie in the Christmas Vacation with National Lampoons. He's like, "What are you gonna do with all those lights? Like, bend over, I'll show you."
No, that's where you're gonna put what are you gonna do with that Christmas tree?
What are you gonna do with that Christmas tree?
Yes. That's the best part. Oh, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to your wife.
Sorry, you're right. I don't know if the kids are supposed to be watching that one, but that's just funny.
It is funny, and
But
it's like
that's the thing is like the kids, they don't pick up on it. Like they just don't. And that's what I remember as a kid. Okay, so your 12 or 13-year-old Eric might pick up on it, but my 8 and unders are not picking up on it.
You're right. You're absolutely right on that.
I remember when I was a kid, we were watching. I can't remember what movie specifically, but it was a movie, and it was like one of those like Christmas, like a family movie, and a joke was said, and my dad just belted out laughing, and I'm like, "Oh, what's so funny?" Because I didn't understand it, and like as a parent, you're just like, "Oh, nothing, son. Like not nothing." So like, I mean, I do that. Like I'll laugh at something my son will be like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, nothing, buddy."
Yeah, you wouldn't understand.
You'll understand when you're older.
You had to be there.
Well, he was there. That's why he's asking.
and like anything on like the Disney Plus, like Disney.
Yep.
Like, we try to have family movie night once a week, like, and we just go to Disney and we pick a movie, and that's what we watch.
What day is family? What is the best day of the week to have family movie night?
Probably like a Friday or a Saturday.
No, you only get one day. You have to pick.
Okay. Well, Saturday probably then. If you got nothing going on.
And why?
You don't have to worry about going to work the next day.
Okay.
Saturdays, like during the day, you usually have something going on. Friday nights, they I don't know, they can get kind of busy.
Drew, what do you think? What's the best day of the week?
I mean, Mondays I got a podcast. Tuesdays I got hockey practice. Wednesdays my wife works. Thursdays I got hockey practice. Like I got something going on every night of the week, so it's just whenever we can squeeze it in. But me personally, I'm more of a Friday night guy for that.
Yeah.
Just it kind of like winds down the whole week. I mean, in my opinion, like kids know, like, oh, this is our last day of school this week. We don't have to go to school tomorrow. And so it kind of winds everything down. Try to do a Friday night one, in my opinion.
Both good answers, but I'm going to have to go with David on it because I work Saturdays. Sure. I got a desk job. That I have to be there Saturdays. So, yeah, I mean, I'll watch a movie on Friday, but Saturdays are rough for me. So, yeah, absolutely. Saturdays are one of those days that you pop some popcorn and throw the peanut M&Ms in there and just some sour candies. Yeah, and you just kick back and relax.
Just plain M&Ms, Eric. Just plain.
No, you have to have peanut. What's your go-to movie snacks for the kids and for you and for Mama?
Sour Patch Kids. Yep. Chips and queso.
Ooh, yes, chips and queso.
And you can even put popcorn in that queso.
Ooh, that'd be good.
White queso or orange queso?
Absolutely.
Queso.
Which one?
I don't know. It says queso blanco, white. It says blanco.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. David, what's your go-to movie snack?
So we kind of like threw this together. So we started doing
When you learn from
the
your ancestors, we just put a bunch of Brazilian steak on there. We put it over the fire, and
the so the spicy hot or the limon Cheetos, like the spicy hot Cheetos, like the lime Cheetos, like flaming hot Cheetos, and then we take that, put that in our popcorn, and we just mix it in there. And we just eat, kind of mix it together.
the
Yes.
Cheetos and popcorn mixed.
Pretty good, actually.
See, I the whole thing is I have to make my own bowl of popcorn because nobody likes it as salty as what I like it. So
Yuck.
I have to
Salty popcorn, salty buttery popcorn is stupid.
You're stupid.
I hate that. When we go to the movies, extra butter. No butter.
Well,
No butter at all.
I'm out. I'm with you with the butter.
Just a little bit of butter.
Salt
no, I don't.
is a must.
Soggy popcorn.
I don't need that much butter either, just a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want soggy popcorn. Like, no, so gross. And it's even fake butter. It's not even real.
Well, my wife doesn't like kettle corn, but I love kettle corn. So it's like, I would prefer kettle corn, but
Kettle corn is probably the best popcorn in the world.
When I get
or caramel corn.
When I get to the bottom of the bag of popcorn, I want there to be so much salt in there. When I go to dip those last little crumbles in my mouth, all I taste is salt.
Do you guys know what an Old Maid is? For
Yes.
popcorn?
What?
Do you guys eat the Old Maids?
That's is that in the brown bag?
Well, that's in just any kind of popcorn, like
No,
the
we
half
do-
popped kernels.
We do the Orville Redenbacher.
Yep, I think that's what we do too.
No, I find that the cheap popcorn is the best popcorn.
Oh, does your movie theaters in town? We can go there at the end of the movie night, and they sell you like you can get like a trash bag full of their like popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like $1.
Yeah, for like cheap. They just pretty much give it to you.
Depending on what movie you go to, because I think they play movies until like 2:00 in the morning.
Here in Sioux Falls?
Oh yeah,
Every day?
absolutely, every day. I'm pretty sure.
Like, yeah, if they have a movie that's out at like a time at like 12 or 12:35 and it gets over in 2 or 3 hours, yeah.
They have a midnight showing?
I don't
Yes.
know if they do it every day, but most of the time.
That's
After this,
nuts, bro.
I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Like it's like they're crazy.
Like
I don't know
our
about
last
week.
I think our last movie, like the latest that it'll ever go is 9:30. So like you're out of there by midnight at least.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's that city folk. I tell you what, we know how to party.
And there's like
Yeah.
shootings and shit in your town.
No, there's not.
Stabbings.
So,
Yes. Drew, do you not stay up? Is it like what's the time that you're like, okay, we have to start a movie before this time because you kids are not staying up all night?
no, not necessarily. Usually, like since like the baby has a strict like 7:30 bedtime, if you miss that window with our baby, she will be up until 2 a.m. So like we're really strict on getting the baby to bed by 7:30. So anytime after that, because I think
So
the
you have a
last
favorite
one.
child?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that came all four of them that came from my wife's womb. Those are my favorite ones.
Clearly the young one's not if you're putting her to bed at 7:30.
I say that in a different way, not in public sense, like who my favorite is, but the ones that come from my wife's womb is my favorite. Yeah, that's but because we always put her because the baby just she's just too like rambunctious. She's saying hi to everybody and loud, and I mean she's at that age that she just so we just put her to bed. I think we watched The Greatest Showman the last movie night that we had, and I friggin' love that movie.
Never seen it.
You've never
Never,
seen
ever.
The Greatest Showman with Zac Efron and is it
No.
Zendaya? Zendaya
No.
is her name.
No.
Okay, Eric, you have to watch it.
Okay.
Like
What's
honestly,
it called?
The Greatest Showman.
Yeah. See, David hasn't seen it either.
It's got is it Mel Gibson that plays Wolverine?
I don't
Who
know.
plays
don't know.
Wolverine?
That's Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Hugh Jackman
Gotcha.
is the main character in it.
Oh well, now I got.
And it's about the circus. It's about the circus, and he invents the circus.
I'm gonna have to watch it now.
It's very, very good, and it's like a movie about we kind of went through a spell there where my son wasn't being very nice to kids at school, and we kind of showed him like it doesn't matter if you know it has like the bearded lady in it and all that kind of stuff, just like the circus had, and it kind of it was more like a teaching moment, but it was a great show, like because it obviously it goes through and it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter who you are or what you believe in, a person's a person and you got to treat them right. And that was kind of the message that we were trying to get to our kids. So it's educational.
Yep.
Except for Eric Coach, you were wrong.
The greatest
Showman.
The greatest voiceover for a children's movie.
Ooh.
The Rock.
You really think The Rock is? How many does he have?
Moana.
And Moana 2.
2. No, he does. He's not the greatest voiceover. I would say Olaf.
Who does it then? Who does the voiceover?
It's the fatter guy with glasses that he plays in. Oh God, let me look it up.
I'm going with Robin Williams. Rest in
Robin
peace.
Williams is pretty good. I was gonna go Samuel L. Jackson.
I mean, you could go with Woody. Who's Woody in Toy Story?
It's Hanks. Tom
Hanks. Yeah, the guy who plays Forrest Gump is Woody.
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is good.
Yeah.
Who else?
Josh Gad is what his name is.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Yes.
You know who the worst is? Jack Black.
No.
He's a good
Yes.
Bowser.
He's Donkey. In
No,
Shrek.
he's horrible. He's horrible.
He's Donkey in Shrek, isn't he?
I'm pretty sure.
Also, he's Bowser in the Super Mario Bros. He plays a really good Bowser. He's really good Bowser.
Garbage. I don't
God,
like Jack Black.
Stop singing.
I didn't know that was Jack Black that put the donkey.
Is it? Is it though?
I don't think so. Here.
Yeah, horrible. Eddie Murphy is the donkey in Shrek. I just thought of that.
Eddie Murphy is
I just thought it just came to me.
I heard your significant other say it.
There's voices in your head.
But who's Shrek? Oh, Mike Myers. Yes.
Mike Myers. Wasn't
fucking Austin
Mike
Powers,
Myers.
of course.
Yes.
That's not mine. That's not mine.
That's not mine.
The penal enlarger.
That's not mine. Oh, he's in a lot actually.
Who?
Jack Black.
Yeah. No.
Like the Kung Fu Pandas. He's in.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kung Fu Panda. Dude, my kids love that show.
It is pretty good. Jumanji.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but he's not a voiceover in Jumanji.
He's not a
son.
voiceover. He's just his character is in.
He's in King Kong. What the heck?
Yeah, don't you know he's the big gorilla? Hey, did you just open queso? Are you making popcorn and queso?
No. That's how I know Mel will never be mad at me because I'm the only one in the household that can open up a jar. The only way she can open it up is if she drops it on the floor.
That did happen.
Okay. You got to tell her the trick though, so you don't have to be a man anymore. There's a trick
Yeah.
that women use.
What's
You
the
just-
trick?
You just stick a butter knife under the edge of the lid, and you give it a little doop, and it pops the air. It unseals that air. And then you
No, I like when she asks me.
Yeah. That's like I always love it when my wife gets in a fight or like we get in a fight and she's still mad at me. Like
God, open this.
I'll go like like just loosen a light bulb and then I'll go
Unscrew.
underneath one of the sinks and I'll unloosen the light bulb and then I'll go under the sink and I'll turn off the water and she'll has to tell me like that the water doesn't work. So like I'll be, hey, so she has to at least talk to me.
Yeah, David, do you do that with your wife when you get mad at her?
I just go like
Does
Does she unscrew a light bulb for you?
so sometimes if I get upset, I'll go to something like a bottle, like my kid's 360 cup, and I'll go and tighten the crap out of it so she can't get it, and then she has to be like, "Can you get this?"
Joke's on you. I bet she just pretends, so it makes you feel like a.
Still has to talk to me, so
Yeah.
It makes you feel like that facial hair is worth something.
it is. It's $1 million worth.
in Monopoly money.
Yes.
That's real. That's real.
Are you done?
Yeah, it's real fake.
You want Pat?
I don't want to hear it, Eddie.
Ed, and Eddie. I love that show. That's such a good show. Plank. I love Plank.
I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
he never talks back.
Yeah.
Double D. Double D.
Oh. Well, boys,
What?
kind of running out of things to talk about. Should we just?
Hey, how's that garage beer coming for you?
It was good. They're gone now. I just got some water.
Oh, Bush Light, you mean?
Nope, just water.
Okay. You drink Bush Light tonight. Is Drew frozen or he sleeping or what's going on there?
Yeah, I think he fell asleep.
That's funny. Oh, hey, look at that. He's awake. Well, let's do it. Let's do that one thing, that one thing.
The one thing that
What's
makes
that one
you,
thing?
Oh,
it's it's not the tip.
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes. Let's go.
Hey, we should get to some of those cups, those howler cups, so that we can just like blow into them, make some noise. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, geez.
Oh. Dad jokes. Woohoo!
Yeah, you know what cups I'm talking about?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, they're stadium cups.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely know.
And you're like, and you just blow into them.
Oh, he's definitely got some.
Yeah.
I went to a Minnesota Wild.
Yes. Yes. What is it? The loud cup?
The loud.
The
cup.
loud cup. Yes. You ever wake your kids up with that in the morning?
Nope.
You should. That'd be so cool.
I just get really annoying when I'm drinking whiskey cokes out of it.
I bet you do. Oh, there went the old phone again. Well, who's gonna start the old dad jokes tonight?
Do you have your book?
No, I don't know where my book went. I'm so mad. I think it's at home.
So this
My
thing
second
actually,
house.
this thing actually gets louder. You take the insert out. And
Yep.
You just have like this.
That's more like a high pitch.
It's so
Like
much
it sounds like a kazoo.
I know, but it's so much louder.
Interesting.
Very
Yeah.
nice. We got two of them.
One for the left hand, one for the right hand.
No, one for me, one for the wife.
Oh, gotcha. David, you want to go first? Or are you still trying to Google your dad joke?
Yeah, I totally forgot. You go
Okay,
first,
I'll
Eric.
go first. I'll go first then, David. You just keep Googling.
All right.
What kind of dinosaur do you plant?
Uh,
A Rosasaurus.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. David, you got a guess? Or you want me to just tell you?
yeah.
A tree rex.
A tree
Nice.
I got that. That one came from the goose last week.
The goose. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
There you go. Somebody
Dave,
else
are you still Googling?
probably.
All right. This
Oh
one's
shoot, I did that one last week. Oh, that was the week before.
this one's kind of lame, but what do you call the security guards who work at the Samsung store?
I don't
Guardians of the Galaxy.
know. I've heard that one
Nice.
before. That's a good one. I like that one.
I kind of like that one. I've never heard it before.
I like it. I've heard it though. That's a good one.
It's a great movie. All right,
What
Drew,
do
where's
you
your ring?
get? What do you get when you cross a lemon and a cat?
Lemon and a
Mhm.
cat.
Mhm.
A feline? Like a
Meow
feline? What?
A sour puss.
That's a good one. I like that one too.
That's
That's
good.
good. Did you get that off of Google or what?
No, I come up with all these stuff myself.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
He
So
did
good of
not
you.
get
Yeah.
them off his book.
101 101 so bad they're good dad jokes.
It'd be better if you had glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be better if you had your book.
Hey, I still got a joke out, and you guys thought it was good.
So the waitress comes up to me the other day when we're out to eat, and she goes, "Would you like to have a box for your leftovers?" I said, "No, but I'll wrestle for them."
I think we've said that one before.
I
But
think we have said that one before. Do you want a box for your leftovers?
yeah.
No, I'll wrestle for them.
Oh,
I'm not much of a fighter.
we know that. Oh, boys
Here
and
you have
girls, that is
There you have episode
7.
probably something 100 and something. I'm guessing.
There's no, David, we've been doing this for a week. There's 52 weeks in a year. There's a couple of weeks that you kind of cried out and didn't come on the show. So we're probably at about 72.
I don't know.
No, actually, I bet we're close to.
You and I are probably close too.
I'll bet there's about 61 episodes.
God, I'd have to count, but now all of our stuff is deleting because we have too much storage.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh, it is that. What movie is that from?
It is from Anchorman.
Are you sure?
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles? No, that
Yeah.
is not from the Anchor Man.
Yeah, that's what he says at the end of his. He's like, "I'm Ron Burgundy." And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
No. No. Drew helped David out. It's got Jim Carrey in it.
Yep. It is Liar Liar, right?
It is not Liar
No,
Liar.
it's when he becomes God.
Oh, Bruce Almighty.
Like he's called Bruce Almighty. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
But they also said an Anchorman too.
Prove it.
Look it up.
Yeah, if you're gonna stand by your
Literally.
whatever. You
Okay,
need to prove it.
So Will Ferrell at the end of his like weather forecast, whatever, he's like, I mean, for all of us here in San Diego, I'm Ron Burgundy. Oh, he says, you stay classy, San Diego.
Okay, and so when does he say? And so when does he say? And that's how the cookie crumbles.
No, you're right. That is Bruce Almighty. I am wrong.
Can you say that last part again?
I think I'm gonna say a big old.
That is Bruce Almighty.
Oh, shucks, the show is just.
No. I'm pretty sure they say it in the Anchor Man right after he says, "Stay classy, San Diego," and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
It could have been said.
All right, boys and girls. Well, we just proved David. David is wrong again. No change there.
Time for me to go to bed.
We'll see you guys all next week on episode 64, where David's wrong again.
Maybe Eric will have his computer. Maybe not.
Maybe not. All right, boys. Peace out. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.